Hi everyone, in this video I will be doing this in real time and then I'll speed it up in editing as well. Finishing off this little piece left of this panel on this box of cross stitching I'm doing. That's all that's left here. And then I have one more panel left to do and then I can put it together. I'm very excited. So, I did do a little bit off camera in between photos I took and everything, so now I'm just going to do it here. And I'm holding it this way because it's easier to, cross stitch this way because this thread likes to get caught on the corners of the box. So, what's funny is the other day I was trying to do this a little bit at a faster speed myself, and my Fitbit, I looked at my Fitbit before I went to bed, and it was like, recognized a workout, 38 minutes, as swimming. I'm like, it recognized me cross-stitching this as a swimming workout, and I got 38 active minutes. I'm not complaining, it's just weird. Let me try and do this quicker. Go. This thread, I had to get a new pink thread because the other one ran out, and this one is not only a little bit thicker but also more prone to knotting because I think I made it too long. But hopefully I don't need to add anything extra to it. If you're unaware, I made this miraculous ladybug themed box. Originally I was gonna turn it into a purse thing, but then I'm like, oh my gosh, these edges would be too sharp to do that. So because I wanted to have it for my costume last year, and I didn't have enough time to do so, and plus the corners would have irritated the fabric of the costume. So my idea was to take keychain rings, those key rings, and attach it to the sides of this, and then take those thick clasp things that you might use in a locker or something, and attach each of them that way, and then attach a string to that. That was kind of my original plan for this, to turn it into some sort of 3D bag almost. No. In retrospect, I'm like, yeah, that was a terrible idea. So, glad it took this long, because that way I was able to realize how dumb of an idea that was. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright. And now I'm going down. So I went up, now I'm going down. Down this way, then up that way, then down this way, then up that way, then down this way, then up that way, then down this way, and then up that way. Hope that makes sense. I'm glad it's almost done. I like this thread almost better than the other thread I was using, the other pink. I like this shade of pink better than the lighter shade there. Plus that lighter shade was more prone to, fraying as I was doing the cross stitch. And splitting. Now this thread that I'm using currently is embroidery thread that's meant for friendship bracelets, but I don't make friendship bracelets as much anymore, so I just use it as cross stitching thread. And I know it was recommended that when you do a cross stitch to use a thicker thread than what I'm using, but I have a ton more of this type of thread than the thicker thread that's recommended. And I'd like to use that thicker thread that's recommended to put it all together at the end. And I know, again, I could have just done all these panels and then put them together, but I was a little excited. I wanted to see what it would look like, you know, together and everything, so I attached them in a way that they could still lay out flat and be folded up, but they're all attached, so they're in one piece. And I think I mismeasured some of the panels, so it's not gonna look completely perfect. So, let's, whoopsie. Like, I originally made the top of it bigger because I wanted to make, like, it to have, like an overhang. And then I ran out of the panel of the plastic canvases I was using for it. And then they weren't selling them at the store as much. Now they are selling them, but they're much more flexible. The grids that I'm using for this are much more flexible at the dollar store, so I don't know if they, so I'm assuming they used different materials to make them now, so yeah. Anyway, I also wanted to make this bigger so that my phone could fit inside of it. That's why it's so large. It's like a cube and so large. This is supposed to flap up and be like an opening. And originally I was going to attach something there to like close it as well. But I don't think this is going to be a bag anymore. My newer cross-stitching panel, like pieces like this, I could make into a bag because they're more flexible. They're easier to move around. These ones are more stiff. Still flexible, but stiffer than the ones I currently, that you can currently buy in the store. It's hard to do this fast because I keep having to put this back and forth. This goes up and down and everything. There we go. Alright. Okay, now we have a knot I have to untie. There's a knot on the thread there. Don't know if you can see it. And now I'm going to take my sewing needle and attach it to the thicker thread going across the little fold. That way I don't lose it. That's not something you want to lose. So, I've got to untie the knot. Oh, it's good. It came quite quickly. It was not fussy this time. Okay. Right. And I know with a lot of cross stitching you're supposed to separate the threads and stuff, but because this is a type of cross stitch that is meant for thicker thread than what I'm currently using, I'm not bothering separating it. Okay, this is all in different lengths, so I'm going to grab my little threading shears that I got from the dollar store. Now I had 2 of these, but I've forgotten the blue pair I had at my mom's house, so. Alright. Threading shears. I actually used these to try and cut the panels apart, and that was a bad idea because it, I did something and the little springiness of it, that, like, whatever that's called, like, as I was cutting this to try and, like, make them, like, as flush as I could, I ruined the little springy part. And so, now that there's no resistance, is that the right word? They didn't work. So I had to throw out a few pairs of these threading shears because I used them to try and cut a plastic canvas. And they're supposed to be for cutting thread. So, learn from my mistake and don't do that. I feel like a hairdresser. And we're just going to take a little off the top here. One of my dream jobs is actually to be a dog groomer, so because I love animals, and there's some art to that as well. It's just hard to find courses for that. A lot of people who do dog grooming do it, or at least where I'm from, like, do it as like a small business. So it's kind of hard to get into any kind of thing with that. So, although I do have a lot of people around me that have dogs that would gladly allow me to, you know, do that as well if I had the training for, you know, grooming. Now, I'm a cat person, but dogs are more common in grooming sessions. My cat doesn't allow me to get near her for cutting her nails or giving her a bath, so animals tend to like me. I don't know what it is about me, but animals tend to like me. So, yeah, I do want to look into that as a career, dog grooming. If YouTube doesn't work out, which it probably won't. I also have art, so I would like to go to like craft fairs and sell some of my arts and crafts that I've made, because one, I don't have space for them, and two, you know, I'm unemployed at the moment, so YouTube ain't paying me yet, so I don't have enough viewers for that yet. Viewers and subscribers and stuff. They don't know how much you need to get paid from, like, social media, how many, like, returning followers and subscribers and that kind of thing you need, but I don't think I have that yet. I also want to try and make, I have some, like, air dry natural clay I got from the dollar store. I want to make, like, the croc, gibbets, is that what they're called? The little croc charms, because I have a few notebooks now that are compatible with croc charms, and so I think it'd be fun if I tried to make little croc charms with that air dry clay. The only worry is that I don't know how durable they are once they're dry, kind of thing, so, but I'd like to try it out before I invest, you know, money in, like, the good clay, you know, for those kinds of things. And I don't even know, like, I'm not the greatest sculptor, so I still have to practice, so I'd like to practice with the cheaper supplies, and then if I end up liking it, advance to more expensive ones. I know I'm talking about random stuff while cross-stitching here, but there's not much I can say. You know, it's very repetitive what I'm doing, so. I haven't seen the reanimated version of the Miraculous series yet. I don't know if it's on any streaming sites I watch currently. I think the last episode of Miraculous I watched was Gabriel made the wish and sacrificed himself for Emily or something like that. I don't know. Emily, is that her name? But I think that's the last one. And that Marinette hasn't said anything to Adrian about what she's learned recently. I think that was the last Miraculous episode I watched. I watched that little Netflix movie. I think there was a Netflix movie of Miraculous. It was ladybugfanart. I watched the one where they go to New York. The Miraculous movie where they go to New York. And I think there was one other one where it was like the heroes and villains were reversed, and Hawkmoth was the good guy or something. They went to like another universe where Hawkmoth was the good guy and Ladybug and Cat Noir were the bad guys or something. I saw that one too. but only once. So. There's that. And I'm watching the Violetta English dubbed series, and I'm fairly certain that Gabriel from miraculousladybugfanart's voice actor for the English version of that show also voices Gregorio on Violetta's English version of the show as well. So like Gregorio and Gabriel in the English versions of miraculousladybugfanart and Violetta are voiced by the same person. I'm fairly certain. And same with Violetta and Marinette on miraculousladybugfanart and Violetta and kind of stuff. Violetta and Marinette, are voiced by the same person in the English versions of the shows they're in, I think. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm fairly certain on Gregorio being also Gabriel's voice actor and all their alter egos and stuff, so I'm watching that right now. I'm also watching Soy Luna. That's one I have to enjoy through subtitles, so I'm trying to pick up some of Spanish through the show with Soy Luna. And with that one, I'm at the point where they've all found out about Ada and Ava, and I think the band's just broken up in that one, in season 2. That's where I'm at in Soy Luna. Haven't watched Bia because it's not on Disney Plus Canada. Last time I saw it, it was on the American one when we went to Disney World, but it wasn't on Canadian. So that is another row done. That I've done another row here. I'm enjoying the heat outside because that doesn't last long here. Seems like we have very short summers here, so, and summer's my favorite season, so that is why I'm enjoying it outside. Anyway, so I'm starting a new row, and then I'm getting to, after this row, each row I do, or column I do, is a little shorter than the rest, than the previous one, so. What else can I talk about on this video? ADHD. Be helpful here, okay? Alright. What else? What else can I talk about? I don't know. Oh. Alright. After this, I have a latch hook, which, in case you've never done latch hook, it's like the, it's like the manual version of rug tufting and everything, so you don't need the rug tufting gun, you just need the latch hook thing that's about the size of like a crochet needle kind of thing. Type of thing, all that. So I still have that. I actually was decluttering and I found that I have 2 latch hooks that are 50% done. So still have to finish that. But those are like crafts I can do on a bad weather day where I'm inside kind of thing, because I like to lay out the threads for the latch hook on the arm of the chair I'm sitting in. So I can't really do that with the director's chair, lawn chairs that I'm currently sitting on. So there's that. So that's one of my next projects to finish. I have to fold laundry too today. Not looking forward to that. I also have more reaction videos I have to film today because I've left it to the last minute, so and I'm reacting to Violetta Season 3, the Roxy and Fausta scenes, and I think it's fun to wear a wig while reacting to kind of like, you know, be like the characters, essentially. I know it seems a little childish, but I am a childish person. But whatever. And I would be recording that right now, except it's quite hot out and I don't want to overheat. So, because that is wearing a wig. So part of me reacting to the Roxy and Fausta scenes that I committed to is me wearing a wig to react. Because I think it's fun. And I think it will be fun when they get unmasked, well, or unwigged, or de-rigged, to like take my wig off as well. It'd be fun anyway. So I'll do that tonight when my parents have gone to bed, and that will be a video where I'm obviously going to be quieter when filming type of thing. So I'll do that. So I'm gonna try and record the reactions for episodes 31 and 32 for that show tonight. I'm recording this on July, I think 24th of 2025. Yeah, 24th. And I've already done my workout today, so, and while doing that, I, scheduled new videos to be uploaded, so there's that. Yeah, I'm just ranting. I'm just talking about random things. Otherwise, this might be a little boring. I know you're not able to see very much what I'm doing, but it's just the same thing over and over again. So now this row I'm working on is 1 stitch X, double stitch thing, shorter than the previous ones I was working on. So I'll update you when I finish that. Do I need to put more thread on here? I really hope I don't need to. There's only just a little bit left. There's not too much left. Come on. Please tell me I grabbed enough thread. I feel like I'm gonna have to grab some more and tie it. I'll finish this row and then I'll tie some more thread on it so I don't run out. And I know a lot of like cross stitchers will probably say, well, you probably shouldn't do that. But whatever, and that's why some of these stitches are a little thicker than others. Because I'd run out of thread there, and so that's where I had attached more. Still think it's funny that it auto-recognized me cross-stitching as a swim workout. And I got like 38 active minutes, surprisingly. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, I'm gonna add some more thread here. Finish this stitch. Alright. So, here we are. This is what it looks like right now. I have this much thread remaining. So I'm going to place this down on my table in front of me. Place the needle in between the darker purple connector thread. The thread that's connecting Rena Rouge's symbol to Hawkmoth's symbol. And wait, do we have a knot here? Looks like there's a knot there. Why are you there? Oh well, it's small enough you won't notice it. Right now we have this bag of thread. It's this thread here. that I'm using. It says made in Mexico. That's cool. Interesting. It says 6 strands, so I guess that's how many strands are in the thread itself. I'm guessing. Like if you took it apart and just took a strand at a time. Oh my gosh. Okay. Which is the right one? There's 2. I have both the ends hanging out here. So, one end and the other. Alright. We're gonna undo this. And hopefully we don't have a huge knot. And then I'll just wrap it up with my hands. Oh, come on. Don't knot. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You got one job, and that's not it. Okay. Please don't ruin this. Please, please. I only need a little more of you. Stop nodding. Come on. Alright. Think. Nope. I thought I was getting somewhere. Okay. Alright, let's try. Don't be difficult. Come on. Ooh, we're getting somewhere, I think. Anyway. We got a little bit of thread here. Alright. Come on. Don't be that way, thread. We can do it. You have one job, assist me in my crafting, and this is not assisting me in my crafting. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Ah! Of course, because I want you to behave, you're gonna be. Come on. I really don't want to have to give up, but it's taking quite some time to untangle. And I'm looking to see where the thread is. Like, it's not behaving. Okay. My goodness. Okay, okay, okay. Maybe I'm getting somewhere? Am I? Am I getting somewhere? Yes, no, maybe. Alright. I'm just gonna take this piece because it's not tangled. Put that there. Try a little bit more if I can to untangle this. Come on. Any tips? Okay, okay, okay. Looks like it, looks like it. Possibly? Okay, okay, okay. We're looking like the knot's thinning out somewhat. Okay. Alright. Behave, Mr. Thread. Okay. Yes, I'm someone who, when they're really focused, just stops talking. Ugh. You know I'm hyperfixated on something if I'm not talking. Okay, okay. Okay. We're getting closer. Getting closer. I think. Anyway. Alright. The thread's almost out. I think. Anyway. Sorry for this little intermission. Of me trying to untangle this whole thing. We doing something? We getting it? Getting it? Someone tell me in the comments how long it took for me to do this in real time to untangle this. To untangle the knot. Ah, no. Oh no! I almost used that line from Austin and Ally. The little kid says. I almost said that. can do this. Almost. Almost there. Almost there. Almost. I think. I know I've said that multiple times, but I've thought that multiple times, and then then I'm, okay. A little knot. The birds are cheering me on. Yay! Hello.
Did you eat?
Someone came home asking me if I was hungry for supper. Alright. Alright. We are almost there. Alright. Alright. Almost there. Almost there. No, this time actually though. Ugh.
Do you want anything else? Shrimp with noodles. Udon.
Mhm.
Good enough?
Yep, I want to eat healthier, so. Ugh.
Check out.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright. So, I had someone else outside while I did that last part, so that's why I was very quiet over it. I'll put text on the final results. But, basically, I have tied up. Got this. I've tied up the extra piece here to here. And this is what I was working on untying. So, got it. Yay. Now, rethread my needle. This is a bit longer than I thought it would be, but whatever. I'll deal with it. At least I know I won't run out. Hopefully. This is what it looks like, just a reminder. Right here is where I still need to finish. Right there. So, that's what I'm currently gonna do while I wait for my Koya Japan order. I got, it's like a stir-fry noodle thing with shrimp in it. I just hope I don't have to take the little tails off and that they're already off when I get it. Alright, and here we go, another knot. Hopefully, easier to untie. Yay! untied. Alright, water break. Okay. It just took some effort because I was pulling through the area where my where I've knotted the thread to attach it. So here we are. All right, let's go this way. This way is easier. Okay, and now it's getting caught on every single thing. All right. Nope, nope. Funny, the thread's getting caught around the turtle. I have a little turtle with hand sanitizer in it, and it was getting caught around the fin. It's fake. It's fake. Calm down, people. Alright. Now we're going to get caught on there. Now, don't get caught on the handles as well. Okay. Good. Now, going down. Oh, come on. There. It's almost there. Let's just hope we don't have any more knots. Knock on wood. Ah, jeez. Knock on wood. I'm kind of using my finger in the back here to glide, to let it glide through so it's not getting knotted for the most part. That's why I have my hand like this. Oh, come on. Don't get caught on there. Alright. Okay. Okay, stop getting caught on the corner. You've got one job. Stop being a fusspot about it. Being difficult. Come on. Alright. Let's go. So. Yeah, I did manage to untangle everything off camera, unfortunately. I had to pause it. But I managed to do it. There are some fabrics in my little bag of stuff, of cross-stitching supplies, where I just gave up because it was taking too long to untangle. And it was bigger thread too, so it was like surprising. And we have another knot here. My gosh. I think that's good now. Alright. Okay. I think we got it. Alright. Oh, fridge. I just knocked the threading shears off my table. They're going on my phone case, which has a magnetic thing to close the stuff, so it just magnetically attached itself there. Alright. Okay, we're getting to one where it's a little more interesting. Okay. Where I'll do a few single stitches. Ah, it's getting tangled. Ugh. Around me. Alright. Come on. Stop being annoying. Alright. Come on. We could do this. We could do this. It's not too hard. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We can do it. Alright. I definitely think I made this thread a little too long for what's ahead here. Okay. Alright. Now I'm going to do the next few stitches are going to be like one stitch. I've been doing one and one and making like an X kind of thing. These next few stitches I do are going to be one down or one stitch across, and then I'll finish them so that it lines up, if that makes sense. I'll show you what I mean when I'm done. So, one stitch. Okay. Don't get in a knot here. Alright. Alright. Okay. Alright. This. Oh, whoops. Nope. And next, we'll do another single stitch and then we'll finish it off. Okay, single stitch. And a few single. Now because I'm getting to the point where it's the pieces that are connected, I'm getting closer to that point. These next few stitches are going to look thicker than the previous ones. So, as you can see, I don't know if you can see that on camera, but I've only done one stitch here, here, and here. There. And I'm going to complete them so that I've got myself at the same point, if that makes sense. Okay. Is there a knot here or something weird happening? Okay. I think we just gotta... Never mind, it's fine. Just give it a little more effort. Oh my gosh, stop it. Alright. Next stitch we're gonna finish off. Okay. Stop getting caught. You're really annoying me. The corners here. Thread. And now we've finished off all the single stitches that we did. Okay, and there's a knot. We've got a knot right there. Alright, I'm gonna go untangle it. This is why this part is taking so long. It's because it keeps getting knotted. It could also be the thread is quite a few years old, so. Okay, and in we go, and there we go. So that is what it looks like right now. The thicker ones there are because that's where I've connected my two pieces of thread. So that is why there's a little bit of thicker ones there, but whatever. Now we're going to do the next one. And going up from there. Alright, now it's getting shorter and shorter. Each column is getting shorter and shorter type thing. Are you kidding me? I would have had like, this is where my original thread kind of would have stopped where I'm at now. So without me tying up more to it, this is roughly where that would have stopped. I only have a few more stitches left. Come on. Work. Alright. Few more left. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Stop getting caught on this corner piece. Ah. The piece that will end up being the bottom of the box. Keeps getting caught on it. Come on. Stop it. Alright. Getting excited for my supper. It takes a little while though because of what it is to get here, so because I'm, you know, not hungry nor full. I'm kind of neutral right now. It's no big deal when it comes, but now I'm getting excited for it. Yum. Wonder if I'll get a swimming workout doing this. Like, I know I was quiet there. Alright. One more stitch for this column. And then the next column has 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches. This one had 5. I believe, if I'm doing my math correctly. Each little cross. Each little X I'm counting as 1 stitch. Come on. Okay. And then next one is 4. Going down to the next thread. So here we are now. I'm going down this way, then up that way, then to this one. And almost done. Yeah, a few more stitches left. Very excited to see the final result. Then next, I think I'm going to do Ladybug's panel, and then I can put it all together. Yay! I still have to put the wax layer on my soapstone star that I've done. I was going to do that one night, and then we had to clean our house because we had someone doing a home inspection thing, and I'm like, oh great, I wanted to do that tonight. I wanted to do the wax layer and I couldn't, so because other things had higher priority. So I still haven't done that one yet. Alright, and we got another knot. Only a few more stitches left, and it's gonna make us work for it. Oh, nope, it's getting caught on Rena Rouge's panel. And all of my stuff I got, I got it from the dollar store, or you can get it from the dollar store. So it's a affordable craft. Like, I got the thread, I got the panel pieces, I got the tools to cut the panel pieces, because you can get that in like the tools section of Dollarama, and you can get hand sewing needles there too. I'm only using this one because I use it a lot and I need a durable kind of hand sewing needle because of how often I use it. But you can get hand sewing needles from the Dollarama as well. And then I used online resources for my reference images. So, and we have another knot. Kidding me. I just want to finish this already. Okay. Almost done this one, and then the next one I have 2 stitches, and lastly 1. So excited, I'm almost done. Alright, so that's where it's at right now. Just a little more left, and then I can eat. Hopefully. Sorry about the muted part in the live version of this. I don't know, now that I think about it, if I'm actually going to put text there, but I'm not sure. Oh, great, we're at an hour in. If I put text there, I'm going to have the edited version and the original version taking up space on my device, and I don't know if I want that. So, I might not do text over it, but whatever. Because then that'll be like 2 hours in my of video space taken up. Plus probably 30 minutes with it sped up. So. And we're almost done second last stitch. For this side. And then I only have one more to go. Woohoo! I can check this off my to-do list. Woohoo! 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 Checking it off my to-do list. That would be awesome. Be awesome if I can check it off my to-do list. Yeah. I won't put text on it. I'm sorry. I've changed my mind. I'm not going to put text on it, but you can figure out what I was trying to essentially do, even though I wasn't talking in that part. And we're done. That is it. I've just completed the last stitch there. Now I'm going to, this is what the back looks like. I'm gonna have to tie up my loose ends here, but that's the back. You can tell where I connected the thread, connected more thread, because where it's thicker, that's where I connected the more thread. So, all right, let me tie this up so it doesn't fall apart. All right. I don't know if my hair is touching me or I have a bug on me, but okay. I'm just attaching it to one of the existing threads, stitches. So this is what I've done here. I've taken a little bit of a previous stitch and attached it through there. So to a point. All right, now you're okay. All right. Should have seen that. Should have stopped earlier. Okay, we're gonna lift up that loop a little bit. So now you see there's a little bit of a loop. Okay. Okay. All right. Now I'm placing my needle through the loop. Once going that one direction. Nope. Okay. Now we're gonna go through the loop a couple times in different directions. Through the loop twice. I've gone through the loop twice there. I don't know if you can see that. Doing a couple loops there. And now I'm going to pull my thread and push the knot down as close as I can. Then put my needle through again the thicker thread here so it doesn't disappear on me. Trim it. And like so, we have completed the task. I'll show you the end result in just a sec. Let me just bundle this up here. Alright. Alright, and that is the final result. Look at that. So far, this is what it looks like. This is the back. Whoops. This is the back of it. From afar. Alright, so hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching. If you watched till the end, thank you. And to tell me you watched the whole real-time video, maybe comment a clock and a yeah, I'm coming and maybe like a spool of thread or the hand sewing needle emoji. If you watch to the end. So thank you for watching. If you watched the entire length real-time video, make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching.